Hey guys, it is Deborah, and boy do I have a challenge for you today. It's a song challenge, a challenge designed to help you improve your hip mobility. There are 2 songs and 1 move. That 1 move is hip cars, controlled articular rotations, and 2 songs, well, because we have 2 legs, gotta do 1 song on one side and another song on the other. So if you're ready, go ahead and give this video a thumbs on up. Meet me in a tabletop position. We're gonna go ahead and begin. So have your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and tuck your toes under. Next, brace your spine with your abdominals and press into the base of your knuckles where your fingers meet the palms of your hand. Exhale and then press into the ground on your inhale, and then protract your shoulders slightly apart. Excellent work. Okay, now for our hip cars, what you're gonna do is squeeze your heel all the way to your glutes. Squeeze, 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 then lift the knee off of the ground. We're gonna move into hip flexion, but we're not gonna move the pelvis in any of these movements. So we're just moving the femur bone in the hip socket. Coming into flexion, you're gonna draw that knee forward towards your forearm as far as it can go. Don't lose that level pelvis connection. Next, you're gonna abduct the hip on out to the side, but you're not opening the hip. You're not a dog peeing on the tree, okay? So you're just opening laterally to the side. Next, you're gonna lift the heel so that you can come into internal rotation. Find your hamstring as you try and draw your knee all the way to the back of the room, coming into hip extension. Good work here. Keep those shoulders protracted. Heel to the ceiling. Then you're gonna, in your fullest expansion, without moving your spine at all, you're gonna lower that knee all the way to the ground. That's only halfway. So we're gonna go back on up, coming into your fullest hip extension without movement of your spine or your pelvis. Coming into internal rotation by lifting the heel on out to the side, then rotating into external rotation, wrapping around the leg forward, coming into your hip flexion. Good work. Keep the spine braced with your abs, and then returning back to the starting position, lowering your knee. So yeah, it's intense. We're gonna have fun. So let's go ahead and begin. Whew, you ready? Let's do it. Lifting forward. I didn't say this was gonna be easy, but it is gonna build awareness. Okay. Externally rotate. Coming around into hip extension. Because the hip doesn't just move in flexion and extension, which we experience when we walk. It also moves and rotates to the side. Lifting on up. Then we'll internally rotate by lifting the heel closest to me. Then switching directions, externally rotating, wrapping that hip around forward, coming into flexion, trying to draw your knee towards your forearm. You're doing so good. And then come back to a starting position. Lower your knee, whoo! And then let's do it again. All right, so we're gonna be all at different paces here. So the idea is to move slow and mindful. Moving into flexion, then adducting out to the side, then internally rotating, and coming into hip extension. There is no movement in the pelvis, no movement in the spine. This is all movement happening in the hip joint. So it's an exercise of awareness to help you see how your hips are functioning, okay? And as we move to the other side, you're gonna see if one side is functioning better than the other. Good. Woo, breathe. I didn't say this was a song challenge for nothing. We're gonna mobilize you. Get your hips feeling good. Gotta do the work though. Gotta put in that work. Up. I can tell my pelvis is fighting me on this, and you know, that just lets me know I have dysfunction in my hips, which I'm very well aware of. So these movements are helping me find at what point of my various movement patterns of the hips that I am most dysfunctional. So the same goes for you. Are your abs on fire? Mine are on fire with this. Good work, and lower. Exhale, coming on up. Honestly, I wanted us to just be able to get 3 on each side, but if you can get more in the song challenge, power to you. That's why I wanted to keep it short and sweet. These are hard. I didn't say they're easy, but don't give up. Keep going. This is where we grow stronger. Lift. Open. Adduct. Flex. And release. Whew. I'm kind of holding my breath. Oh, is that one song? So we're going to go to the other side now. Oh, good. That leg is tired. Okay, so lift your heel all the way to your butt and lift the knee. Abduct now to the other side. Internally rotate, find that hamstring. Bring the knee behind you. All right, coming into your hip extension. It's a little bit harder on the side, dropping the knee down. Ooh. Lifting your heel again. Internally rotating, drawing that heel on out to the side. Externally rotating, wrapping it around the side of your body, coming into that lateral adduction, then into hip flexion, drawing that knee close to your forearm as much as it will go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze that heel to butt as you return it back to the starting position. And up. Keep going. Come on. Don't have a long time. This is not a long time in this grand scheme of things. I always remind myself that there are people that wish they could move in ways that I could, and that helps me dig deep to remember why it is I'm doing this work. Good work. Breathe. Smile. We're having fun. We're just mobilizing. We're learning, building awareness. Abs are engaged and on fire. That's all good. Gotta give them some love. Down. And up. Oop. I think my stomach is growling. Can you believe I'm thinking about food in the middle of this? Like, that's the thing to think about right now, right? But it happens. The mind does that to us. Come back to whatever's happening in your body, in your hip socket. Keep going. Lift that heel. You're not competing with anybody but yourself. Bring that knee forward, coming into flexion. Abs braced. I'm losing my protracted shoulders. I'm going to adjust myself, pressing into the base of those knuckles again. That feels better. Down. Lifting again, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Come on. Up. Internally rotate, hamstring engage, heel to the ceiling. I have less stability on the side, for sure. Coming down. And up again. Internally rotating. I want you to pay attention. Understand what's happening in your body. All of the awareness exercises we do together, they're aimed to help you be able to safely navigate your physical limitations, your quirks, so that you can build skillful action on how to navigate them. In all of the movements you do, whether it's just functional movements like squatting for photo shoots, picking up stuff at work, and honestly, just navigating being sitting all day. Come on. We're ending. Let's finish it out. Draw that knee forward. Last one, hip flexion. And come back down, lowering that. Ooh, let's just sit back into child's pose. That's a lot on our wrist too. So big inhale, exhale, big breath in, expand the rib cage, allow the breath to fill the back of the lungs, and lower. Last breath in and out. Let's come all the way on up. Good. That was was your song challenge. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm a hot, sweaty mess because you know what? It's 100 degrees out in this apartment. It's cray. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me on that song challenge. I hope you really enjoyed that. If you are struggling with the internal, external rotation portion of the hip cars, I created a separate 20-minute strength building workout for hip internal and external rotation. So go ahead and try that, pair that with this routine, and you're gonna be well on your way to finding the freedom in your body's mobility, to be more expressive, to be sweaty like I am, because we're just getting out all those toxins. So thanks so much for joining me here today. If you haven't already, do subscribe to Aline Postures, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.